So, as I said, the study by Worchel and colleagues is a classical study. You can find it in almost every good psychology textbook. But the next study is of a more recent date, and it's about the question, well, what happens if a shop says some of our products are already sold out, but you can still have an alternative? So in this study, published in 2009 in the Journal of Retailing, 81 students were assigned to 2 experimental conditions. One group was presented only one option. For example, they were offered a ski pass for 5 hours for a price of $20. And they were asked, well, would you buy that? Another group of participants were given the exact same offer, again a ski pass for 5 hours and for a price of $20. But together with this offer, a second offer was presented, and it said you could also buy a ski pass for 10 hours for a price of $40. But unfortunately, this offer is already sold out. And this little experimental manipulation really had a huge effect, because in the first condition, only about 62% of the participants said, well, yeah, I would buy the ski pass. In the second condition, 91% of the participants said, yeah, I would buy the ski pass. So an increase of 30% just by adding this dummy offer. And the reason for these results probably is the participants felt some urgency. Let's better buy it as fast as possible, because otherwise it might be sold out as well. And on the other hand, again, the second already sold out offer tells us, well, obviously many people are interested in this product, so probably it's not that bad. Up to this point, we only heard evidence for the benefits of creating the illusion of scarcity. But there are also some pitfalls. Less for the scarce products, but more for the shops, for the retailers offering the products. And these effects can also be explained by reactance. So, for example, in the study by Gavin Fitzsimmons, published in the year 2000, in the Journal of Consumer Research, the title of the study was Consumer Response to Stockouts. In this study, in experiment 4, they had several experiments and many participants. In experiment 4, 294 students participated, and they were told, well, we are just testing some new online shops. So please just click your way through the online shops, and as it's about music online shops, you will see a list of several CDs, and from this list you can pick the CDs that you would like to buy. So the participants first had to decide which music store they wanted to visit. For example, one music store was called CD Max and the other one was called Music. And after this decision, they could pick the CDs they would really like to buy. But unfortunately, not all CDs were available. And which CDs were sold out varied between the experimental conditions. In one condition, the most preferred CD was not available. In a second condition, it was also a CD that the participants had taken in their consideration set, but it was by far not a that important CD. And in the third condition, the CD that was sold out was one they were not interested in at all. The experiment proceeded by letting the participants work at a 30-minute lasting filler task. And afterwards, the participants were told, okay, let's have a second round. This time, the list of CDs will definitely be a different one. And again, you can choose the CDs you want to buy. But before the participants could choose the CDs they wanted to buy, again, they had to decide which music store, which online music store they would choose. And as you might guess, those participants who were disappointed, who were not allowed to get their most preferred CD, those participants switched the shop very often, whereas when a CD was sold out in which they were not interested at all, the store switching behavior was not that strong. And I guess you might have experienced something like that as well. I, for example, once went to a shop to buy some cherry trees, which were offered for a ridiculously cheap price. And I went there early in the morning because I already thought maybe many other people might be interested in buying it. And when I went there, about 5 minutes after the shop opening, there was no tree left. And I was really pissed because I only went there to get this cherry tree. And after 5 minutes, it's sold out. Come on, this is a joke. And since that day, my attitude towards this shop is really bad. And I try to avoid it whenever I can. So on the one hand, scarcity of a product can be good for the product, but on the other hand, a shop owner should be very careful to not displease his customers.